Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of this podcast, the Zerch Nerd Podcast. Just so you guys know, we make a new episode every Tuesday. We'll be launching a new episode, like I said, every Tuesday. But don't forget to check out the other videos that are here on this channel today. Today what we're going to talk about, well, before we talk about what we're going to talk about today, definitely go and hit that like button, definitely slap that subscribe button, definitely hit that bell notification to be notified when new things come out, and you'll be a little interested to hear about this. So let's just jump right into it. Here we go. So after careful whoop, shoot, there we go. Oh, sorry about that, guys. After careful reading and everything, we're noticing that Microsoft is deciding to go multi-platform and slowly, not really slowly, but like desperately leaving the console space and is going into this whole third-party thing. And I'm kind of curious to see where that's going to go, because if you really look at numbers and sales and everything, and I'll put links, hopefully, if I can remember to, I'll try to put the links down below, but if not, I'll make a video separately with the links in one of my videos, because we're going to talk about that in one of my videos. Yeah, they're planning to leave the console. They've already really pushed to leave the physical media, basically. They very far and few make physical discs anymore for the current gen. But their refresh console is literally all digital. I don't know why they're choosing to do this, but a lot of their games are going to be going into the way of multi-platform. Like Gears is going to be going multi-platform. Literally, anything that is their exclusive is going to go multi-platform. There's not going to be an exclusivity anymore. It's going to slowly move, and I hate to be that guy that says it, and I know every person that's hardcore Xbox is going to at me, but Game Pass is failing miserably. And if you look at the sale numbers for the fact that people want to go somewhere else and buy the physical game than not and do it on there, for every, if they would have to raise the price of the console and then raise the price of Game Pass astronomically in order to really push a profit, Xbox is not turning profits. It's just what it is. There's a time where they just have to look at it and go, yeah, we can keep writing blank checks, but we want a return on our investment. And where's that return? Look, they just bought a $9 billion acquisition, and where's that return investment? Last Call of Duty did in ratings and sales, and what are they going to use for Blizzard side? Yeah, I get that Battlefield, or not Battlefield, but Diablo comes now with your Xbox if you buy a Series X. Diablo 4 comes with one. There's a bundle for that, but at the same time, it's not like you're getting that game free with it. You're paying an extra $50, so you save $10 to have the game. But the issue really comes down to it. They realize they can't compete in a console space. It's just not there anymore. I've been asked well, if that happens, is Nintendo or is PlayStation going to go the same way? Probably not. They've been able to handle themselves and turn a profit since PlayStation 1 pretty well, actually. Nowhere near as good as Nintendo. Nintendo just outschools everybody. They're top dog across the board. It is what it is. And unfortunately, we're going to see things like Gears of War come to PC and PlayStation. We're going to see games like I said, like Gears of War, Halo, Call of Duty's still going to stay multi-platform. Starfield's coming to PlayStation. And ironically, I'm going to buy it regardless because I kind of want to see how that's going to play out. And it's going to be all polished and finished and come with a DLC. So I'm actually going to be willing to pick it up for the current gen. And I'm kind of a little excited about that. You know, quite a few other games too, you know? Shit. They might get a Dead Rising 3 on PlayStation. We'll see what happens. That was a complete 100% exclusive. I mean, shit, we got 1 and 2. 1 was a complete 100% exclusive of Xbox, and then it went to PS4 later. You never know. I don't know. I don't know when everything is going to officially switch over, but it's going that way, and unfortunately, as it is, that's just where we're going, guys. And I'm sorry that like some people don't want to hear this, and they really don't want to see that writing that's on the wall. But it just, some things don't last, and unfortunately, that's just what it is. And and I'll be honest too, I kind of feel a little betrayed by Xbox. I'll be honest. I feel really, really betrayed because I invested so much into Xbox, and not as much into Sony, but I have always loved Sony's products. Like I've always loved the PS1, PS2, PS3, and the PS4, and currently the PS5. But like, I just feel so betrayed that they're gonna do this. And the fact that we're gonna lose everything and it's gonna eventually become just another plastic brick, basically, is kind of sad. That we're gonna lose that. Even a few people over at different YouTube channels have mentioned it. So like, well, I'm not gonna say names, but like it's just the writing's on the wall, and unfortunately, thankfully, and like they'll keep up what you purchase, but the games can lose their license at any time. And not just that, like at least the movies will stay up for X amount of years, but I'm a little worried because it's gonna be really, really hard, and I'm really nervous that this is where it's gonna end for Xbox. I really hope not, but I'm honestly hoping that at some point we will find these games on PlayStation. And not that I'm like really worried about like, well, I just want to see it there. I want to see Halo have a good home. I want to see Halo be treated the way it needs to be treated, with the original 3 or the original like trilogy collection and 5, and hopefully maybe even the current one, Halo Infinite, might do a little better because of that. Never know. I'm sure Starfield will do 1,000 times better once it has that acquisition over to where you can buy it physically over on PlayStation. But sorry if I'm rambling on a little bit, but it just is what it is, guys. Unfortunately, I'm not happy about that either. Another thing, since that acquisition, what have we seen on that investment? Honestly, like let's just be honest with ourselves, guys. Like, what have we seen? Here, let me move my mic back a little bit. There we go. Now I can turn and talk to you guys a little better. What have we seen on that investment? Like, let's be honest. Like, there's nothing that really like has come out because of that purchase. And it's been quite some time now. And it went through a giant FCC bullshit. And dude, like it's ridiculous. I tell you that. It is 100% ridiculous. And I just I'm getting frustrated with this crap. Like, you spent all this money and haven't done anything with it, with these items yet. Like, I know some people are gonna go, well, Garrett, Zurch, well, it's gonna take a couple of years. Well, I hate to tell you this, but they need to pump out better games. They need to pump out games that are completed, that aren't broken. They need to pump out games that don't need to go to Game Pass right away. Like, I'm not gonna deny it. Like, if Forza came to PlayStation, shit, I'll pay $70 for it. Shit, I'd pay $70 for it on Xbox if need be. If that helped put the kick in the pants to help them do a little better. I just want things to come out not broken. That's another thing too. Not broken. Because like when Redfall came out, freaking disaster, broken left and right, terrible game. Had a good idea of a plot, but just broken beyond broken. And then that god awful. Well, not god awful, but then Starfield came out, and that was mainly broken too. Like, what are we gonna do here? Like, come on, guys. Like, even Halo Infinite was broken. We got Halo Infinite, the one that we all were waiting for forever when the console came out, and we all bought that console going, in time it'll come out, but that's why I bought it. All right. Let's be honest. We bought it for the exclusive of Halo. Halo at that time was the only looking forward to of an exclusive, and then later became Redfall, Starfield. There's they're doing a little better with Sea of Thieves and so on and so forth, but like it's become just a problem, and unfortunately the writing's just right there on the wall that it is going digital and it is going to go into a streaming service or a third party service. They're going to leave behind what they're doing. They've even said too that they're going to make these consoles so freaking ridiculously expensive that you'll want to switch and then just buy their games from the store, and then they'll get a percentage of it. That's really what it's gonna be, honestly. Like, they're gonna just sell these games like on other storefronts and then just take that percentage, and that's how they're gonna be successful as Xbox. That is, well, I mean, if you guys are wondering, like, well, Garrett, that's a little extreme. Look at Steam. Steam is a perfect example. Steam knew deep down in the end they couldn't cut it to keep up with the competitors, especially in the PC market. It's like really hard. But they realized they could become a platform that everyone likes, and now everyone uses Steam on PC. Some people prefer the Epic Store now, but for a long, long time, people just use Steam. People had Steam and then they had a couple different launchers, like one or two different launchers. Now there's like a friggin' zillion of them, which is the one annoying thing about PC gaming. But like Steam, you can buy games through there like crazy. You still can. And the thing too is that in the end, they just have to look at that writing on that wall and just let go. They just gotta let go and just take the bullet and move forward. I know it's pissing a lot of people off, and I know I'm a little upset about it. I'm not a little. I'm extremely upset about it. But it's just what it is, and we just have to go along with it. Like, this is what Xbox has become. Not everything can compete with Nintendo or Sony. And unfortunately, be that as it may, that's just what it is. And it's not me here sitting there defending Sony. I wish Microsoft would do a little better, and I wish it would stay. But it's just what it is. And how I look at it is, I think this is going to be officially my prediction. This is what we're going to get into in the next chapter here. So this is the last part of this podcast. It's just more like a podcast rant at this point. Unfortunately, it came in this just thinking I was going to say what I was going to say and then go, but it's just a little bit of the intro, and I'm gonna make better stuff for this podcast going forward. But this is just one thing I just had to get off my chest for it, and yeah, I think in my predictions, I don't think there's gonna be a next gen Xbox. I think this refresh thing that they're doing, if they're gonna do it, this all digital one, I think that's gonna be the last one. I think people are just done. I mean, we'll see, but I think that's what it's gonna be. And you know what? I want everyone to know here that these are all just my findings, and the last part is my opinion. This part is solely my opinion. That I think the Series S and X, and that little refresh that they're doing for it, will be the last actual console that they'll create, and they'll go third party within the year after that. I think by the time Grand Theft Auto, not Grand Theft Auto, sorry. I think by the time the Elder Scrolls Online, or no, sorry, not Online, sorry, Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, I think that'll be probably like the last one before they don't make the next console and they go completely third party. I think that'll be the last thing that they do before it goes there. I think that's where it's gonna. I think that's where it's gonna end at that time period. Rise to PS6 comes out. And Nintendo's whatever Nintendo is creating or scooping up right now. But that's what I think is going to happen, in my opinion, and that's just how I feel. If you have a different opinion, you are more than welcome to post it down below into the comments, or honestly, just keep it to yourself too if you want to. But if you are going to comment down there, you need to be a little respectful, and please be nice to everyone that's involved in this. I am also going to be starting a Discord so I can talk with you guys so we can chat all the time. So if you guys are interested in that, I will have a future video once I have that all set up. And yeah. So until then, guys, definitely hit that like button, definitely slap that subscribe button, definitely hit the bell notification, let you guys know when there's another video up or another podcast. And remember, we post a new podcast video every Tuesday. I don't know. Yeah, I just decided to choose Tuesday. We do it every Tuesday, and then we'll have, starting next week, we'll have a video twice a week, and then we're gonna try to live stream once a week. So, other than that, until then, and then we'll eventually, hopefully, we'll maybe be able to do some tech stuff. We'll see what happens in the future. That's what we are looking. I'm looking down the pipeline for. But what I'm looking at, aiming at after February, is 2 videos a week, 1 podcast episode a week, and 1 live stream a week. So right now what we got is we got the podcast every Tuesday, and then we're gonna have the 2 videos a week. We haven't figured out the actual official date yet, but we will get there. So until then, guys, keep it safe. You know, it's crazy out there, but keep yourself safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you again, and I'll speak with you guys soon. Love you.